Here are the top 5 players in Serie A that you got to check out this season. Marco, we're back doing another video. It's been too long, man. I was putting up these mics. I didn't even know how to set them up for a second.
That's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad. I mean, we didn't do a video in like a week, but we're like, we got to give the people what they want.
It's been more than a week.
It's been more than a week,
It's been
right?
like a month. No.
Hey.
Too much coffee, bro.
Coffee or something else? What's going on over here?
What else would it be?
So me and Marco were like, yo, next season's going to be lit. What's going on? There's going to be some nice talent.
I never said the word lit.
I'm paraphrasing. I'm making you sound like a more enthusiastic person. We got some youngsters in the league. A lot of young gems that a lot of people don't know, or some people might do, but we want to spread some knowledge to everyone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have five young players that you need to watch this season in Serie A. I think one of the most exciting things about this season, it was a weird transfer market where a lot of the Italian teams, unfortunately, it's been boring. It's been terrible days. Like, I'm so tired of like the recycled news cycle of just like the same every single day. Oh, Locatelli and Juventus are going to meet, and then nothing ever happens. It's been hard for teams to spend. So I think now is a time where we could transition that, and we're going to see a lot of young players in Serie A. So the first name that I have for me personally is Dusan Vlahovic, 21 years old, 6'3" striker from Fiorentina, scored 21 goals last year, which was really a breakout. I believe he's got 30 goals in 88 games for Fiorentina overall, and this is his coming out year again. I think that it's his opportunity to do it once more. 21 goals in the league is not a joke. With a Fiorentina under Vincenzo Italiano, who's a much better coach than he's worked with, I think that this is the kid to watch. He's got strength, he's got power, he's got technique. Kind of reminds me, and I'm not using this as the example to put pressure on him. I'm using this player as the example for if you've never watched him play, so that you have an idea of him. He reminds me of a young Ibrahimovic in terms of the way that he plays.
Damn,
not saying that he's become an Ibrahimovic. Don't put words in my mouth. That's my guy.
Not bad. I have another name, maybe not as known as Vlahovic, but I got Mikkel Domsgard, the Danish international. We seen him at the Euros, that banger against England, top notch, and he plays at Sampdoria over there. He might have not been the most impactful over there, but I feel like this season, a lot of people have kept his eye on him. He can play as a wing, he can play center, he can play in a lot of positions. He's quick, and he has a nice eye for goal. I feel like we are definitely going to see a big season from him, especially because Sampdoria did fend off a lot of interest, and to keep him this season, I really think he's going to grow, only at 21 years old, so I'm excited.
So that's the second name. Third name for me that I'll choose is Brahim Diaz from AC Milan. I thought that last year he was one of the most technically gifted players on the AC Milan squad. I saw him even from a young age. I appreciated how even when he stepped onto the field, he was not scared to play his game. And sometimes you see with youngsters that they get on and they want to just do the simple thing or conform, and he really has the confidence to play his game. Speaking about confidence, he's 22. He's taking the number 10 for AC Milan this year, which is a huge responsibility. I think he's going to play a central role, and after Ibrahimovic, I think he's probably the most talented player in the AC Milan squad in the attacking phase. So really good kid. He's tricky, he's small, nimble on the ball, can find a pass, and I think we'll see him play. I know that he can play on the right side. In my mind, he's playing as a cam, right behind Ibrahimovic. So watch out for him this season.
That's good. Yeah, he's a little magician. I like him too. But moving on to the south of Italy, I want to talk about Victor Osimhen, or Vittorio, as the Italians like, or Ludo.
I was going to say Ludo.
At least. But I feel like a lot of people sleeping on our boy Vic, man. Last season, he had COVID. He got injured. He had a lot of problems on the first season to Italy. In Serie A, we all know it's the hardest league to score in. He's a striker. Only got, yeah, one. I think the hardest.
I'm just pushing it out there so we don't get hammered in the comments.
That's fair. Only scoring 10 goals, but you know, all the adversity he's faced coming into Serie A. I think if he really stays healthy, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure. He scored 2 goals against Bayern Munich in the preseason friendly. Not saying that it's anything, but I'm just saying if he stays healthy, I think he's going to be a beast. We all know his coach is Spalletti, who helped Icardi prosper, so I think he has the tools to become that striker. He has strength, he has speed, he has eye for goal, and he's only 22 years old, turning 23, I believe, next month.
I like him a lot too. I agree with you. How many goals this season? Give me your prediction.
18. 18, yeah. 18
I say 17. I was going to say 17. Next name that I got on my list, this is the last name, out of the 5. And again, this is not a player that many people were expecting me to say. Mateo Lovino, who I really, really like. He's a 21-year-old center back who is playing at Hellas Verona. Today, he was just announced at Atalanta. Ahead of the new season, we do a lot of preparation in terms of learning players. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been just doing research and looking back at old games and remembering names. And this was the name that kept coming out at me at a potential star. And then all of a sudden, Atalanta signed him, and it kind of reaffirmed myself because I'm like, all right, I thought he was kind of good. Now Atalanta says it. I mean, their business is unbelievable what they do. I respect them so much. They got him for like 11 million euros. He's 6'2" center back who's very quick, very fast. He uses his speed and agility. He played 25 Serie A appearances. He had the likes of Milan, Napoli, Atalanta, Juve, and Lazio all after him. He had a big match. The one that I really remember was the game against Juventus, where he played a top game. And I'm just saying, I think this is a good one. By the way, this is not the replacement for Romero, who's probably going to go to Spurs. They will need to replace him with somebody else. The rumors say Demiral, a player like that. This is a man to add on to the team. Again, my applause to Atalanta and the business. They spot this talent amazing. Mateo Lovino, he's my fifth and final name.
Okay, hopefully with Atalanta, Gasperini could get the most out of him. But that's our top 5. Definitely want to say some honorable mentions. We all know Giacomo Raspadori, the youngest player that got called up for that Zuri for Italy. It's going to be hard to get a lot of minutes with Ciccio Caputo over there. You know, he's not scared to score. He scored against Juve, scored against Milan, and I feel like he gets the most out of the minutes when he is called upon. So definitely keep an eye out on him. We got a fellow American, Marco, Tanner Tessman, that went to Venezia from the FC Dallas Academy, which we all know your boy McKenny is from there. Center midfielder, could play at Regista like Gattuso. He's a strong guy like that. So, you know, all Americans, we always keep an extra eye out. We got to check him out with Venezia.
And Busio too, Gianluca
and
Busio.
Gianluca, it's not official yet, but Gianluca Busio, hopefully he's going to come, another American. Excited to see him. And the last one is Nico Gonzalez, the right winger from Fiorentina. He's in the plans. He came from Stuttgart. The Argentinian's quick. He's nimble. Didn't score the most goals, but I feel like changing the formation with Fiorentina, 3 up front, he's going to cement a spot there. And I think we might see some good things from him.
I agree with you. So, guys, yeah. In the comment section, let us know. You know, we try not to choose the most obvious ones, but these are the 5 young players that I think can break out again in the Serie A. We use a criteria of under 23 years old just to be fair and not you know, miss anybody. Of course, you could say Federico Chiesa. You could comment all these different names, but that's kind of obvious. That's a little bit more obvious than usual. If you're new here, make sure you like the video, subscribe. As always, we're getting ready for the Serie A season. There's a lot of excitement. As always, we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys.